today I am so excited. We are going to play with the new Natasha Denona Mini Crush palette. You can see right here, we're going to get into the details of it, then we're going to do a look with it, then you're going to see some swatches. So if you guys are interested in that, just keep. All right guys, before we get started, I have the new Nars foundation on that I am testing out. First time wearing it today. I will give you guys an update in the future on that. I also on my cheeks went ahead and put the Natasha Denona Love Glow Cheek Palette. Mine is in a rough shape. I've already hit pan on two of the shades. Here and here you can see it's very well loved. I love this. I will be purchasing this again because I love it that much. It gives a beautiful glow, a beautiful pink hue to the cheek. It's just a beautiful cheek palette. But it's not about this today, is it? It is about Natasha Denona. Here's what it comes, the Mini Crush comes like this. Now, something to note about this, well, let me give you the details and then some things to know. You do get a brush, which I think is a nice touch, and from what I've heard, this is a synthetic brush that very much is soft and is kind of like a, resembles, it's synthetic fiber, but it resembles squirrel hair. So we are gonna try that out today. It feels nice on the lid. It's good to, it's like a little free gift and you get a little set. So I think this is a really cute idea for a gift for a sister, a friend, a little Valentine's gift for a makeup lover, mom maybe. And then you get your palette with the 5 shades. Let me open them up. Here we go. Here are what they look like. Beautiful, very pretty, a little bit warmer. And the colors in here, and I am going to do swatches with these, but from right here we're going to start with, this one is Daisy. This is a sparkling bubblegum pink. This one here is Lotus. This is a matte pink nude. Oh, let me go back. This is a chroma crystal. This is a creamy matte. This burgundy shade is a creamy matte. It's a matte medium dark cool burgundy. Soul right here is a creamy matte. It's a matte medium rosy coral. And our final shade is a creamy, is a metallic. It's a metallic scarlet red. So in just a second, I'm going to give you guys swatches of these, but cute little set. We'll try using the little, this came, we had one of these little brushes that came in her holiday set, which I got as well, but this one is in pink, which is nice. All right, so I want to tell you a couple of little details about this. Last year she came out with this palette. This is the Mini Love palette right here. So let's hold them up so you can see them side by side and the difference in the color combos. All right, so this is the old one and this is the new one. These are both based off the Midi Love palette, which I have and I can't find, and my shades are kind of messed up because the cats knocked it off and knocked the shades out. So I gotta find them. I put them in and I don't think they're in the right order. But both of these are inspired off of the Midi Love palette, the one that is $65. So there's just one more quick look. They're not really the same, so, but I think, you know, look wise, I feel like this leans a little bit more like you got this like plummy purpley shade here. Here we got a red shade, so there, and here we got a bright bubblegum pink. This is more of a coral pink. Beautiful shades though, beautiful shades in both. I think either way, if you have both of these, you probably don't need both. Like if you want to try this new one, you don't need to go buy this. If you have this, you probably don't need this. So these retail for $25. And when this came out, we didn't get the brush. The brush thing, she just started adding the brushes and haven't added the cost. They're still $25 since the holiday launch. We got the brush and the eyeshadow. These are cruelty free. They are paraben free, all of that, but they do have carmine. Now carmine is used to make these red shades. There's carmine in several of the shades. That is from Crushed Beetles. They say that's cruelty free, but it's not vegan. Does that make sense? So anyway, we are going to get into the swatches here in just a moment, and then we'll go ahead and get into an eye look. So hang tight. All right guys, we had a sweet baby interruption. My son and the baby were leaving. So let's go ahead and get the swatches done. And also I wanted to let you know, they say that this is limited edition and it's also a Valentine's exclusive. So let's go ahead and start with Daisy. This is the sparkling bubblegum pink. This shade I'm excited about. I think that shade is really beautiful. Then the next shade is Lotus. This is the matte pink nude. Also beautiful, nice little, it's a little darker than you would think it is when you just look at, so when you look, there they are. It's a little dark, it swatches a little darker. Let me take my Valentine's bracelet off. This is from my TJ, he made that for me. And let's go into the burgundy. This is the medium dark cool burgundy shade. This is also called Koi. Okay, a little patchy that one is, but that really swatches me nothing. It just depends what we have when we get it on the eyes. All right, next we're gonna do Soul. This is a matte medium rosy coral. That is this one right here. Really pretty. And then we're gonna do Claret, which is a creamy red metallic. So this is nice in the sense that you get a chroma crystal, you get her creamy matte formula, and then you get a really bad swatch, but you get the metallic. So you have 3 different formulas here: chroma crystal, metallic, and matte. So there are your swatches. And just well, we'll do swatches of the other Love palette as well from last year. Might as well. Let me just get something to wipe my hands off. This is last year's palette, and they spell out "You Are My True Love." That's how they, how she's done it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the swatches on this one for you. So let's start with You. This one looks to be, this one is probably her chroma crystal shade as well for You. It looks like a little bit of a duochrome. It's really pretty. Then R, which is the creamy matte, which is more plum in tone. Then My, which is the dark burgundy shade here. That's quite a bit darker, more turned purple, where the one from this year is more, has more red in it. And then True, this is, it looks like a metallic. Beautiful and nice too. We might use that for the inner corner highlight, because that's one thing this palette this year doesn't have, is an inner corner highlight. And then this is Love. There you go. You Are My True Love. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So there are the comparisons from last year to this year. I like both palettes. This one's obviously lighter. This one's definitely got more depth to it, so it'll be interesting to create a look. It says though that you can make some daytime looks with this, and I'm thinking if you just went in with the Lotus and what's this one? Daisy, Lotus and Daisy. You can make a really nice just day look, and then you can deepen up the corners right here with Koi for if you want to take it to evening. Now you could, I mean, you could have so much fun with this stuff. So you can use, obviously these are really dark colors, and you can use a pop of the sparkle on the top and still do like a beautiful evening look. I have to wear this today. We are going to do a day look, and hopefully those swatches between the 2 palettes let you know which one you like better. They're not really exactly the same, but they give you still the same vibe. All the color tones are different. There's still pinks and purples, but the vibe is the same. It's still a pinky purple or a red look. There's no red in last year's palette. It's more pink and purple, and then you have a duochrome in here. This right here is like a gold pink duochrome. And here you've got some more darker depth shades. You've got a beautiful metallic red shade, a really nice transition, and this bubblegum pink. We do not have an inner corner, so I'll use this one for our inner corner highlight today. All right, stay tuned. We are getting ready to put the look together. All right, guys, I'm sitting in a different room because the sun was coming in. I couldn't even see myself. So let's go ahead and get started. I think we'll start with her little brush. I think we'll start with the Lotus. That seems like a natural transition shade, but if you're going for a more smoky look, you can start with this shade. Actually, let's start with that shade. That is, Soul. And let's go ahead and start with that one actually, and then we'll blend it out with Lotus. So we're gonna go in here. Let me bring you guys in. Just get that in the crease. I'll do one eye and then I'll make my other eye match. And then we'll put liner and lashes on and show the reveal of the entire eye look. So this little brush is great for maybe travel. It's very small, like it's small handle, but it does give you some nice control. It's very soft. It's not a bad little brush to be included for free, especially for people who don't really have brushes or don't have money to buy brushes. It's nice to be able to get a palette with a brush. And you could actually stay with this brush and do the next shade as well. I'm just gonna build up this shade first. But it's a pretty shade. Gets right in there, right in the crease. Very pretty. All right, now I'm going to take the shade Lotus, which is that light pink shade, and I'm going to just blend out any edges that we had up here. Just get a nice even blend going. And again, there's no highlight shades in this palette, so you'll have to go into the other palette or a different palette on your own if you'd like to do an inner corner highlight or a little highlight at your brow bone, okay? Loving this Lotus shade. I think that did a really nice job of giving it a blend. Her mattes, like Natasha Denona's mattes, are just incredible. Very rarely do I have a problem. Occasionally she switches up and there's like weird shade or something, you know, but it's usually pretty good. All right, so I'm going to keep going deeper here, and I'm going to go into the burgundy shade, and we're going to put that in the outer corner. Really don't want to use the red shade in today's look, but I do want to show it to you, so I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom lash for you, just so you can see it. But we'll do another look with this palette. Also, I'm going to do a whole bunch of Valentine's looks for you. So that's really beautiful. So then we'll put the bubblegum pink daisy shade all over the lid. I'm just going to use my finger for that. Excuse my fingernails, guys. I'm going to be getting all that off and fixed hopefully today. I love this shade. This shade's beautiful and how perfect for Valentine's Day. Now I'm going to just take my flat brush and refine the edges of that shade. I think I brought it up here, yeah. So just a little flat brush and go in here and just pull it up. It's beautiful, beautiful shade though. I think this is a shade worth getting the whole palette, honestly. It's just beautiful. It's not like a hot Barbie pink, but it definitely is what I think it's described as, like a beautiful bubblegum pink. I'm going back into Koi, the dark shade, and just kind of getting that a little deeper and a little smokier for us. If I wasn't doing this to show you the colors, I would 100% stop at this point. But because we are going into the colors, going into Lotus on the bottom, I'm going to use the red shade. And I'm going to just put a little bit of red in here. It might ruin the look, but I want you to see it. All right, going into, I think it's claret, the red, yep. And I'm just going to put that right in the outside edge here. Right up at the water line, like right up on it, because I'm going to take the dark burgundy below it. It almost kind of colored my waterline in with that that shade. All right, go back in with the burgundy in the corner there. A little bit lower than where I put the red. Okay, and I'm going to take that bubblegum pink and put that on this half. Beautiful. I'll be right back with liner and lashes, and I'm gonna get this eye matching. All right, guys, so this is the finished eye look. I'm gonna close my eyes so you can see it a little bit better, but here is the open view, and here's the closed. Now, the only difference is I did put, from what you've seen, I put a burgundy liner on the top, not black, it was dark, it actually matches the lipstick. It was a dark burgundy liner on the lid, and then I added these pieces of a, they're like, I don't know what they're called. They're lashes from She Glam that I got, but they're just like a piece, so they go like here and out. They're supposed to sort of open your eyes up and bring them up a little bit, and I do like how that looks. So overall, am I unhappy that I spent $25 on the brush and the palette? Nope, I love it. Now granted, I do review makeup for part of my job here on YouTube, and so I was gonna buy it regardless of whether I liked it or not, but I already knew that I've gotten quite a bit of use out of this one. Maybe what we can do is also do a look with this one as well in another video, because I'm going to be doing Valentine's looks throughout the entire week. So yeah, so I'm not unhappy. I like it. I think it has some beautiful shades. I think this red shade is going to be a beautiful, sexy look. Like if you're wearing all black with a beautiful red eye and a nude lip, so pretty. I think you could do a lot with these shades. Really, really pretty. I absolutely love this particular chroma crystal, and I think I messed some of the color up a little bit when I was, so you can just tap it on and give yourself a little refresh if that happens to you as well. I love the chroma crystal in here. Her formula is really good. So I think you guys will like this. I think it's worth $25. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful like color story, and you can try out 3 of her different formulas. And so I think it's a great way to maybe try Natasha Denona if you're not sure. Now you can buy this on Beautylish, Sephora, or Natasha's website. As much as I want to support the brand, I'd go to either Sephora or Beautylish on this one, because even if you bought 2 of these, you have to spend $50.01 to be able to get free shipping. So if you bought 2 of these, you'd be sitting at $50, and they still charge you $15 shipping. So go to Sephora. A lot of you guys have free shipping on Sephora, as I do, and Beautylish, I believe, also has free shipping, and that's where I would pick it up if you want to save you some money. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think. There is one more thing I do want to tell you about this palette, because if you are a avid Natasha Denona collector and you have a lot of her palettes, you may already have all these colors. So Daisy, the first bubblegum pink, is in the cranberry palette. Lotus is in the Safari palette. Now this shade we thought was a new shade, but Morgan Turner some people told her that this was actually, I think, in the Metropolis palette, the same as Masai. Now they have different names, so this one is called Koi, and the one in that palette's called Masai, but their numbers are the same, so they have the exact same number. She did say that the other one was a little smoother and creamier than this one, but it looks like this is also a repeat shade. And then this one, Soul, is in the Midi Love palette, which this was created after the Midi Love palette, and I do remember this shade. That one's in there. And then this one, Claret, is in the Metropolis palette. So all of these are repeat shades. So if you have a lot of her palettes and you want this palette, you could grab all those palettes, or if you just want them all in one palette, you could buy it and you have it. This is a nice little travel friendly one, plus you get the brush. So I mean, I have some of these shades, but I don't have, I think I have the Safari palette, the Love palette, and I don't have the Metropolis, which is 2 of the shades, and I don't have the Cranberry, which is this pink. So I have a couple of the shades, but not all of them. So to me, a lot of these were new as well. To you, a lot of these may be repeats if you have them, or they could all be new. But just wanted you to know that before you spend $25 that they are all repeats shades. There are no new shades in this palette. So that is it, my friends. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I hope you found this helpful and got a little inspiration about a beautiful look that you can do with this palette, and also got to see some of the shades and the swatches to determine whether or not this was a good color story for you. Some people have told me that they don't want to wear things with carmine in it, which a lot of the pink and red and purple shades do have. This does have it. That does not personally bother me. However, it may bother some of you. So let me know in the comments section down below. Did you pick this up? Are you planning to pick this up? And have you watched any other reviews? I'm just curious to know. I've watched a couple. I think I watched Morgan and I watched Patty Alonso. I think those are, oh no, and I watched Tara Lynn. So I watched 3 different reviews. You may want to do the same. The girls all have different skin tone, different eye colors, you know, and the different styles of the way that they do their makeup. And I think if you watch a couple of reviews, you might see whether or not you think this is a good palette for you or not. That's kind of how I felt about it. And it's always good to see how people do different looks with the same color palette and what they come up with and how it looks on other people, because how it looks on me may not be how it looks on you. You know, you have different color eyes, you have different color skin, you have a different shape eye. You might have less wrinkles in me, you might have more wrinkles in me. I mean, it just depends on all your personal stuff. So let me know if you're getting this palette. I will have everything linked below, including the Nars foundation that I used, as well as the Love Cheek palette, because this has the highlighter in it. And I'm going to just swatch these for you, just in case we still have some left over. They stain, by the way. So this is the cream blush. This is, I think, a cream to powder. It's like a crystal formula. Kind of gives it a little bit more of a coral look if you use more of it. Then you have this gorgeous, this is like a topper. I've got just too much. It's a topper, but it's like almost kind of looks like daisy, like a lighter form of daisy. It's sort of like a highlight, shimmery highlight. And then you have your actual highlighter in here. And I might have, let me swatch it in next to it. Yeah, so I did it right. So the highlight's actually really beautiful, and it looks a little dark there, but it's not dark on the skin. When you put it on the skin, it's really, really pretty. So in case you're looking at picking this up because you didn't get this before, I really, really love this. As you can see, I use it quite often. I just think it gives the skin a beautiful effect, and it lasts all day long. So I will have all of that linked down below for you. And if you'd like, I can start linking like Beautylish or Sephora. I can link both. It doesn't matter. Just takes a couple extra seconds. So, and I want to just tell you real quick what it says. Based off the Midi's Love Size palette, purples, pinks, burgundies, and a fiery red, seductive palette for playful creations or effortless everyday wearable looks. High quality chroma crystals and luminous mineral pearls for maximum payoff with minimum effort. That's how she described it. So I hope you guys had fun, and thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. This is a new channel, our Southern Yankee Beauty channel, and there's a lot more coming, including I have a Sydney Grace palette we're going to do a look with. We should do a look with the other Love palette, the Natasha Denona one. I have a cherry palette from ColourPop that we're going to do a Valentine's Day look with. Some are going to be purple, some are going to be pink, some are going to be red. We're going to have so much fun making some Valentine's looks, so be sure and subscribe so you don't miss out on the fun. And if you haven't checked out my fashion channel, head on over to just plain old Southern Yankee for fashion and lifestyle. Thanks guys, see you in the next video. Bye.
That was yours.